Hi everyone, it's James here from Production Expert, back with another gear review. This time a microphone in the form of the Lewitt LCT540S, or depending on where you're from, the LCT540 Subzero. Now over the years I've had the opportunity to use a couple of different Lewitt mics for different projects and different applications. This one is primarily sold as a vocal mic, but of course, if it's good for vocals, that pretty much means it's good for everything else. I've been using it for drum overheads, for acoustic guitars, for VO work. It just sounds really, really good. Beautifully made piece of kit. It doesn't follow that normal kind of German-esque form factor. I like stuff that's a little bit different. They've obviously put a lot of technology into this thing as well. There's a few different things going on around the front, which I'll show you shortly. But it's a really, really nice thing to work with and work in front of. I am particularly fond of the pop filter. That's a really, really nice touch. Anything where they've thought about stuff rather than just go down the OEM route has got to be a good thing. The shock mount's a thing of beauty, but it's a fantastic microphone. It sounds great. It sounds really natural, very open sounding as a nice top end, a nice bottom end. Sounds pretty damn good from here. Now on the front of the mic, you have this rather lovely looking backlit, kind of almost LED looking screen. On the right hand side, we have the three different levels of attenuation. We have 0, -6 and -12. And on the left hand side, we have the roll off, which is at 80 Hz or 160 Hz. Now in the middle, we have the Lewitt logo. Now if we hit the input too hard into the microphone, using their special clipping monitor, that Lewitt logo will turn red. Now I didn't use that feature on this project because, quite frankly, I kind of know what I'm doing with gain staging and how to set up a microphone with a loud or quiet source. But if you're new to recording, this is going to be a really useful feature and potentially save you an awful lot of embarrassment further down the line. You can also do some useful stuff like locking out the buttons and locking out the features. But to be honest, it's a 1-inch diaphragm, large diaphragm microphone, and it sounds really, really good. The actual microphone itself is not that big, so it's quite easy to get into kind of more interesting scenarios like inside my Grossman cabinet or using it on the snare drum, or in my case along with its stereo paired brother. I've been using it for drum overheads and they sound absolutely killer. So the Lewitt LCT540S or Subzero goes for around about the £630 mark, that's each, but in that you do get a phenomenal package. You get the mic, the pop shield, the shock mount, the foam wind jammer, a case that will rival many camera companies to ship their gear in. It's a really, really good, solid package. What's not to love? So to the track. There's always a track. It's the law. As I said, I've got a stereo pair of these. They really, really work well as a stereo pair for overheads. The drums sounded really great. Only a few mics on the drums, kick, snares, and a pair of overheads, just to try and get a more open, more in-phase kind of coherent drum sound. One of these on acoustic guitar on the steel string, one on the nylon string, and a bass DI. Really, really simple track. It sounds really, really nice. As ever, no EQ, a little bit of compression and limiting for YouTube, and a little bit of reverb just to give it some space. But actually, no serious heavy lifting processing whatsoever. What you're hearing is the microphones, and they sound great. So I hope you enjoy the track. My name's James Ivey, and I'll see you again very soon for some more gear talk.